faith. It's invisible. So how do you explain it to kids? Well, let me show you. Hi, I'm Nathan from BetterBibleTeachers.com, and I've been a Sunday school teacher for nearly 20 years. And faith is a super important concept that can be super hard to explain. We know it's important because Hebrews 11:6 says, without faith, it is impossible to please God. So we better figure out how to explain it to kids. Here are a couple fantastic object lessons you should try to explain faith. As a reminder, you can find the instructions and all the details for these object lessons in the link below. Let's get started. This first one is easy. All you need is a piece of paper cut long ways, a dollar bill also works, and 2 paper clips. Let me show you the trick, and then I'll explain how it shows faith. So all you're gonna do is make a Z fold with this paper. And then I'm gonna take 2 paper clips, and I'm simply going to paper clip this together. All right, with my 2 paper clips firmly attached, they will now become acrobatic paper clips, flipping into the air, and by some invisible force, they will magically connect. Ready? Did you catch it? Let me show you how it worked. Now I can see ya. So, an ordinary paper, just regular old paper. I literally just took an 8.5 by 11 and cut the bottom off. Fold it like this, and then like that. So you have a part hanging off this side, and you have a part hanging off this side. And then here is the simple trick to it. You're gonna take paper clips. First, you're gonna unattach them because you did the trick already once and you demonstrated it. And now you have to untangle the paper clips. Now, with your paper, you're gonna paper clip these 2 together and then these 2 together. So you're gonna always paper clip 2 edges, but never 3. See that? So there's 1 paper clip on that side, 1 on that side, and they're both attached to the middle. And then all you gotta do is pull. Let me get the paper clip. Actually, scratch that. You gotta do the object lesson correctly. You know what I did? I flipped one of the paper clips around. So the top of the paper clip attaches to one side. Make sure you do the same direction of the paper clip. And you do it on this side. There we go. 1, 2, they match. Now let's try. I think that was right. What? What happened? It's still not working. Let's try this. So long side, long side. It still didn't work. What's happening? Okay, now let me show you how it actually worked. So when you fold the paper like such, it is as I said, make a Z fold. Then take the top 2 sections and paper clip them together. And what it appears to be is if you do it towards the center here, so these 2 are paper clipped together, like that. Then do the other side and paper clip the back 2 together. There we go. So now I have 1 in the front and 1 in the back. Ready? 1, 2, 3. It worked! So again, if you have your, I'll do it facing you. So if you have your paper, if you have it folded like this, then open up this side, these 2 pieces, open up this, and put this first paper clip down towards the end of this one, like that. So you have a loose one up here, and you have these 2 paper clipped together. Now fold this back side and paper clip the last 2 together. So that middle one is gonna be paper clipped on both pieces of paper. There we go. See? It's on both pieces of paper. And when you pull them, they connect. So this describes the invisible force of faith. Hopefully it won't take you like 4 times to get it right, but I trust now that we know how it works and we've made the mistakes together, you can do it in your class. If you're enjoying these faith object lessons, and you're like me and you scour the internet trying to find good ones, pick up a copy of the, what did I call it? The last object lesson book you'll ever need. It's got tons of object lessons created by a Sunday school teacher. Link below. All right, that's object lesson number 1. Moving on to number 2. Not gonna lie, this next one makes me a little nervous. Not because it's dangerous, just because the balloon might pop. So here's how it goes. I have a balloon pump. You do not need a balloon pump. You can use your lungs, but I'm gonna cheat. A balloon and a toothpick. You can also use a wooden skewer. You can use a metal skewer. I wouldn't recommend using a knife. I don't think that would work, but I know a toothpick does. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna blow up this balloon. Now here's the deal. Don't blow this bad boy up to be huge. In fact, I would blow it up to relatively small. I'm pretty sure I could blow this balloon up like at least twice this size, but for this particular object lesson, the way it works, I would keep it small. This is us, and John 16:33 says, in this world, you will have trouble. In other words, if you take this, trouble, us in the world, guaranteed you will have trouble. But I need another balloon. 1 Peter 1:5 says, God's power through faith protects us. Another balloon, small size. This time, with God's power protecting us, watch this. Here's the nervous part, all right? I'm gonna do it over here because I'm a scaredy cat. Ah, go! I think, maybe, yep, there. See, look. It went in, and it didn't pop! Yeah. God's power through faith, 1 Peter 1:5, protects us. Faith, a force we don't understand and we can't see, but it's super powerful. 1 Peter 1:5, God's faith protects us. Nathan from the future here. We need to talk about where that toothpick is inserted in the balloon because I did not say it in the video. Do you see how close it is to the knot? Well, right around the edge of the balloon, right around the opening, the balloon is actually a little bit thicker. So it actually allows the toothpick to go in without popping it. So it's important that you put the toothpick in that dark ring close to the edge. There's actually also a dark ring right at the top of the balloon. So pick one of those two sides, and that is how you can get this trick, this object lesson to work, all right? So toothpick goes in the thick part of the balloon. It's at the bottom and the top. That is a great faith object lesson. On to the next one. Welcome to close-up object lesson time. All right, for this one, you need something to put a toothpick on. I suggest just a little tube of chapstick, and then you're gonna take a toothpick and place it on top. And then a balloon, and you're all set to go. To illustrate, faith. We've been talking about it. Faith is an invisible force. It's something we can't see, but it does very real things and has very real effects in a believer's life. So you take a balloon, and you create static electricity like this. And then, without touching the toothpick, watch the toothpick carefully. See it? It completely jumped off the tube. I don't understand how static electricity works. You just have to kind of move it around, but watch. There, all right. So, I'm gonna create static electricity. And then, what? I didn't even touch it. It's so cool. This is one you could totally have your class do. Toothpick, chapstick, a balloon, you create static electricity with. And that's a perfect illustration of faith, right? We can't see the static electricity, but we know that it works. Great faith object lesson. And now for an object lesson that requires a little bit of water. Water, a bag, and some sharp objects. Faith requires works. It's not enough to say, I believe in Jesus. Faith means taking action. So if I were to tell you, I am going to punch holes in this bag and the water will not come out, it takes a little faith. It takes a little trust to actually punch a hole and see what happens. But what happens when we punch a hole in the bag, ain't no water coming out. Ready? Cowabunga! Look, it's not dripping. Wanna try it one more time? Ready? 1, 2, 3! I just got a little drip. You don't see gushing water, do you? See, faith is more than just believing something. Faith is taking action and trusting God that what He says, even when we don't understand it, is right because He is in control and we can trust Him no matter what. Whew, those were some good object lessons. I'm tired. If you enjoyed them, let me know in the comments below. Which ones were your favorites? And which ones made you mad? You said, how dare you do that object lesson? Let me know. I want to hear from you. If you liked what I had to say, visit betterbibleteachers.com. It's where I hang out. There's lots of fun Sunday school stuff there. So until next time, thanks for teaching kids God's Word.